Hello, dear students. I'm Ansi Patel from Samarpan Gyan School, and today our topic is refraction of light. Yes, class 10. We are done with reflection. Okay, reflection is done. So now refraction of light we are going to study. Yes, there is major difference in reflection and refraction. Okay, the change of the path. Suppose here it is a air, for example. Okay, and there is a one lake. Okay, one lake or a river. So light ray. Repeat with me. Light ray came in a straight line always. So light ray came, students, but you can see, student, that here medium change because it is river. So the light ray literally bent. Okay, this ray will bend and go. This light ray which was straight, and then it is bent because the medium is changed. Here the medium air, and here the medium is water. Water medium is denser medium compared to air. So that is why the ray of light will bend. So this bend, it is refraction. It is light refraction. Change in a path of light ray as it change passes from medium to another medium is called refraction of light. Understood? So just like it, here from ray came, so it is incidence ray, and here it reflects, so it is refracted ray. Understood? When light travels from rare medium, this is rare medium, to denser one, it bends towards normal. So incident ray is greater than R, and towards the normal, when travels to the denser medium, to the rare medium, then I less than R. I is angle of incidence. So this is that angle. For example, we are going to draw one normal line. So it is incident ray. So here it is incident angle, refracted ray, small r, refracted angle. We can see this thing, refraction of light, in our day-to-day life. For example, here you can see, student, one glass of water. For that you need to go back in our memory and understand that light can pass through which mediums or which object. So basically they are transparent, translucent. Okay, so here one glass, you can see light can pass. So you all can see my hand over here. So because of light pass, our camera is also a refracting, it is also a refraction example, one of example. Students, you can see here this pencil. Okay, this pencil in water, so you can see here only in the inner surface that it is bending. Normally it is bending, you can see this thing here, it's bent. If it was plain, then you can see much better. You can do the same practical at your home. Okay, or else you can do one more thing, that the bottom of the tank or a pond, okay, at home you can do with a bucket containing water appear to be raised due to refraction of light, which take place when the light ray pass through the water into the air. Or else one more experiment you can do, that is a lemon capped in a water in a glass tumbler appears to be bigger than actual size. Students, you can see lemon here. Okay, this is its size. If you can see it looks bigger than its size. So this is refraction happened here. Understood? Another one, the letter appears to be raised when viewed through a glass slab. If this is the thing, you can put if you have a glass slab over here and it looks, for example, it's not well with this scale, but you can take any glass slab and put it over here, so you can see bigger things. This is same with my specs also, students. Here also refraction occur. I can see a bigger thing. Understood? So this is all about refraction, basic thing. Now take a look a diagram over here, a perfect diagram you can see. Okay, here is a glass slab. Glass slab, basically it is a glass. Okay, and here you can see one ray came because medium change here from air to glass. It is denser medium, denser. Okay, understood? Suppose I ask you the question, which one is more denser, water or oil? So you have to answer that oil is more denser than water. Understood? So here is glass is the denser medium, so light literally bend. Here is the light, okay student, not this one. This is the light literally bend, and when this medium over, it again bends because again the medium changed. Here first light came, medium change, so it's bend. Again medium change and it will go emerged. Okay, so incident ray, because it is the source of light, so it is incident ray. Then it reflects, so it is reflected ray. And the last one, that is emerged ray. You can see O and O dash here. When the light ray enters to the glass slab, then the emerged ray is parallel. You can see parallel one. If your hair, then you understood that the ray will came over from here, but no, actually the ray bends here. So these two lines are parallel lines to the incident ray, but shifted side slightly shifted. In this case, refraction take place twice. First here, okay, first when the ray enters to the glass slab from the air, and second when it exits from glass slab to the air. Both refraction have shown in this figure. Okay, it is the denser medium. The extent of bending of the ray light at opposite parallel AB CD. First light ray went here and then here, so both are the opposite of the rectangular glass slab is equal and opposite. So ray emerging CD surface parallel to the incident ray shifted side slightly. You can see student here that I write here, that is lateral displacement. What is lateral displacement? The perpendicular displacement, the perpendicular distance between emerged ray and incident ray. The perpendicular distance emerged ray and incident ray, it is called lateral displacement. The perpendicular distance between emerged ray and incident ray when light passes through the glass slab called lateral displacement. Angle of incidence, you can see here, because it is incident ray, so here we can write draw our normal line. Angle of incidence, here reflected ray, so it is angle of refraction. Same thing here, a refracted ray, so angle of refraction, and emerged ray, so it is angle of emerged, sorry, it is emerged. Okay, so it is the one, then refraction through a glass slab, a rectangular glass slab. if you remember student, we learn in reflection two laws of reflection. You remember student? Two laws of light reflection. In refraction also two laws are there. One was, I know that you suddenly just strike in your mind, that first law, incident ray, refracted ray and normal ray to interface, this point, interface of two transparent medium at point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Just the same rule of reflection also apply here, that incident ray, refracted ray and normal ray all lay in a same point, that is incident point of between two of the medium, tensor medium's surface. It is the first law of refraction. Second one, the ratio, that is I, of angle of incident and angle of refraction, that is R, for the light given color constant for give pair of media. It is Snell's law. The Snell is a famous scientist who wrote this law. Okay, so to respect him, it is law. This law is also called as Snell's law. So what is law, students? You have to mention over here sin I. It means sin I, incident ray, upon sin R, refraction, is equal to constant sign, constant is known as refractive index mu. Refractive index mu. The ratio, once more the second law, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction for the light of given color is constant. Is constant for given pair of media. Snell's law. It is expressed here. Understood, students? So now we'll understand what is refractive index, that is mu. Okay, the extent of change, the extent of change in direction, that is here you can see the change in direction that take place in a given pair of media expressed in a term of refractive index, that is mu 1 2. You can see mu 2 upon mu 1. Mu 1 2 represented index of media 2 with respect to media 1. This is basically medium. Here is the air, so air is a medium 1. Here is the slab is a medium 2. So mu is equal to medium 1 and 2 both. When light going to from medium 1 to 2, when light go to from medium, this is 1 to 2. So mu 1 2, that is refractive index, mu 2 upon 1. 2 upon 1 means what? Sin I upon sin R. The refractive index of medium with respect to the vacuum is called absolute refractive index of medium. The absolute refractive index of media is simply called refractive index. Both are same. For example, glass or a water pair. Okay, so mu water glass is equal to mu glass mu water. So it is refractive index. Refractive index of air is minimum. Here is air is minimum because it is very rare medium, and refractive index of diamond is maximum because diamond is a very denser one. Understood, students? Now understand that refractive index and the speed of light, the same thing are going on. Okay, speed of light and refractive. Here the speed of light is faster compared to this. When it comes to denser medium, it is light. So mu is equal to speed of light in vacuum or air upon speed of light in any medium, that is C upon V. If C is the speed of light in air, then V is the speed of light in a medium. Medium means glass or a water or anything. That is refracting index of medium. Hence, this is two media that is called mu gas, that is velocity of light in air upon in velocity of light in glass. So that is C upon Vg. G means glass. Understood, students? Suppose if you want to write it is in respect of glass. Suppose in respect of water, water means W. So C V upon W. C means velocity light in yes, air. Okay, in respect to air, and velocity line in water. So from dividing this and this, both the equation, mu A W, that is water, mu A glass, V glass upon water, and last is mu glass water, that we get. From this the phenomena we have to solve so many theoretical questions also and examples also. Okay student, I hope you understand.